Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Gorilla Talk.
Hello everybody! And of course it is that time of the week. It's our second podcast time. It's Popcorn Banter.
Popcorn Banter.
And I'm your host today, Mike.
And I'm Simon.
He's my co-pilot.
He's
going to be, because we've been playing Elite Dangerous.
We have been playing a lot of Elite Dangerous, which is a fantastic space sim on Xbox and PC.
Yeah. So
this isn't about gaming.
No, we
It's
are
about
here
movies.
to talk about movies
and
TV. So it's great to be here. What have you been watching, Simon,
What
this week?
haven't I been watching? So what have I been watching? I've
We
been
say that
watching
every week, don't we?
We
What
do
haven't
say-
I been
What
watching?
haven't I been watching? I've watched a lot of TV. I've watched continue watching Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, I've
Update
got
on that.
one
It's
more
really,
episode
really
that I'm
good.
up to date. Oh, it's exciting!
So good. It's
I
what,
really like
15
it.
episodes, we think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what, because we thought it was about 22
Yeah,
episodes
felt
last
like we had
week,
a break. So
but it's actually 15. So there's only 2 more episodes left to watch, and I think 15 is a nice round
it's a
number
nice
for
number.
a
It
series.
keeps it nice and slick.
Yeah,
It's got a second series, I believe. So.
yeah. Well, every
Really
episode's pacey. There's not been one boring episode.
No, it's really good. If you're not a fan of Star Trek, I would still give this a watch because it isn't like the
Yeah,
old Star Trek. In fact, I watched a bit of Star Trek Generations yesterday.
yeah.
And it's not bad, but it's,
Now I've watched the Orville, and I've watched about 9 episodes of that, and I quite like that. But that is more like Generations.
But like a spoofy.
Yeah.
slash
Yeah,
like spoofy
but it's still
Generation.
It feels like Star Trek, but with comedy.
Right,
It's
okay.
done really well. I mean, I
Is that
particularly
Seth-
like it. Seth
MacFarlane.
Seth
He did
MacFarlane, yeah.
Family Guy.
And the girl that plays Bobby from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh,
he
okay,
plays his
her.
wife.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And
Oh, yeah, I
she's
recognise
really
her
good,
now.
yeah. Padalaki, I think her surname is.
Mates, yeah.
But she's really good.
I've,
The chemistry between the 2 characters are really good.
I've seen the first episode, so I need to.
Yeah, you weren't too
watch it.
sure, were you?
I wasn't too sure. Me and Rachel watched it, and she was like, "Ugh, this is not as funny as I think she thought it was going to be."
Because it's Seth
Because
MacFarlane.
it's the
I've
Seth
started
MacFarlane.
watching. I'm rewatching series 15 at the moment
Right.
of Family Guy.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I'm quite excited for watching, but it's not until April, and I've seen the trailer for it now on YouTube. Is The Alienist?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is Daniel Bruhl, I think, who was Baron Zemo in Civil War.
In Civil War.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he's really good. He's in the Rush film as well.
yeah, and it's Luke Evans,
Oh, nice.
and it's about forensic science, but it's about medicine of the mind.
right.
It's about the illness. It's about mental health, and it's
Oh,
about a
okay.
serial killer. It looks quite good. You should check out the trailer. That's coming in April though. But coming will actually be today when this podcast airs on Netflix. Altered Carbon,
Oh, with Carbon. I'm just having a quick.
which I'm
Gander
very
at it.
excited about.
It looks really.
James,
the trailer's awesome.
yeah, James Purefoy, isn't it?
Yes,
in it.
I believe so. Yeah, James Purefoy, Joel Kinnaman, who
Yeah.
was in
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. He played Rick Flag. Didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
You don't like
couple of episodes I've
you're
not
not
heard
a
of.
massive fan of Suicide Squad, but I quite liked it.
It was. Yeah.
The rumor is that
Suicide.
Suicide Squad 2 could be Ben Affleck's last appearance as Batman, so we shall see.
It was also Joel Kinnaman. He was also in RoboCop reboot.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, which
he
wasn't great.
He came to sort of fame in the TV series The Killing.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what he was in.
Yeah,
He was in Run the Night with Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Child 44. He's been in a few things.
yeah.
And talking about RoboCop, have you heard they're looking at doing a direct sequel to the first one? So they're going to ignore RoboCop 2 and the others
Yeah.
and the remake.
All right.
And the writer of RoboCop is apparently been commissioned to write a script for a sequel that Paramount may do in the future.
Well, apparently the villain from the first one, is it Miguel? Passed away this year. Yeah.
Okay, so they can't.
But
No, but Old Carbon. It's a bit like it's a bit Blade Runner. It's a bit like
yeah,
Blade
it's
Runner.
reincarnation, isn't it? Really, but it's
Yeah.
like when you die, your mind's transferred to a new body.
That's right. Yeah.
And it just looks visually stunning.
Oh, it looks amazing.
Netflix can't on some of their shows at the moment are just fantastic. Of course, The Crown's another one of their good series as well.
I need to watch that. Is it good then? The Crown.
The Crown's very
That's
good.
really good, okay.
Actually, speaking of which, one thing that we've watched this week, Darkest Hour.
Darkest Hour. That was
We went
really
to see
good, yeah.
Darkest Hour. Of course, Gary
Really,
Oldman
really
is up for, won the Golden Globe, didn't he?
He won the Golden Globe. Did he get the SAG? I think he did. He's nominated for the Oscar.
And the BAFTA, as well. It's a terrific film.
Really good.
It was
Yeah.
gripped we were really gripped from the start. To be honest,
I think they take a bit of artistic license in certain areas, but
Yeah.
it makes it entertaining as well.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff there I wasn't aware of.
The only thing I
that
wasn't,
happened.
I was convinced that I was looking at watching Churchill because he looked like
Hey,
Churchill.
oh,
The only thing I wasn't
He
convinced
was.
on was vocally. I thought he sounded a bit. His voice was a little bit higher pitched than Churchill from
yeah.
recordings that
But
we've
like
heard.
your dad said, we only really heard him on recordings, and
Yeah.
you sound very different when you're on recording than
Exactly,
you would
yeah.
in real life. But
But
no,
it's
I
an
think
absolutely
he
fantastic film.
embedded the role in. He was so that he was just Churchill. You couldn't see any Gary Oldman there at
No.
all, which is amazing.
It's about 2 hours long, which is just about enough time.
Yeah, well, it didn't feel like overlong.
And it's set over the first few days or week of his of him becoming prime minister.
Yeah, it's quite nice that it's set in that.
It's
that
set
1
during
month, isn't it?
during Dunkirk.
Yeah.
Because you wanted to watch Dunkirk as a
Dunkirk.
sequel, didn't you?
It's a sequel afterwards.
Yeah.
Which is also really good.
And I mean, I took a lot of history away from it. There was bits of Dunkirk that I didn't realise that they talk about. Of you know,
Well, there's bits about I didn't realise how much they didn't want. You know, there was a lot
of talk of peace.
conspiracy to get rid of him and not
Yeah.
have him, and a lot of talk of peace with Hitler, with Mussolini as like an intermediary, which
Yeah,
you know wouldn't have worked. When
No.
you look at it now, you think he was a communist. He was
yeah.
Hitler's lackey. Why
We
would
wouldn't
you-
have been left alone.
No, we wouldn't have been left alone at all.
You know.
It'd be a very different world.
Yeah, and
well,
the
potentially.
the guy playing the king.
Oh, Joe Ben Mendelsohn.
Ben Mendelsohn, yeah.
Great Australian actor.
He's
He was
the villain in Rogue One.
Villain in Rogue One.
And he's also in the new Robin Hood film as
He's
the
in
Sheriff of
Sheriff of
Nottingham.
Nottingham. He was in The Dark Knight Rises as well.
Yeah.
He had a quite small part in that.
Yeah,
But he's been like
fantastic
an up and
actor.
coming sort of character actor for years.
Yeah.
I watched him in a TV series called Bloodline, which is on Netflix as well.
Yeah,
He's in the first series of Bloodline. He's brilliant in that.
because he's playing King George. But I would have quite liked it if they'd brought Colin Firth back.
Just like
You know, from the King's Speech
Yeah.
and made it a direct
direct. Yeah.
sequel. But
But I thought his take of it was really good.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good.
He's awesome.
you
No,
could
really good film.
yeah.
Entertained by it.
Anything else you've been watching? Any other films?
Madam Secretary on Now TV, which is about the Secretary
Right.
of State of America. For a while, someone had told me it's not about. If you like The West Wing,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that.
Okay.
So it's a bit cheesy in places, but it's really good, and it's gone on for it's on its 5th season now,
yeah.
and I'm watching the first season. But some of the episodes are really gripping. It's Tia Leone.
Oh yeah.
She's really
Was
really
married
good.
to David
Was
Duchovny.
married to David Duchovny. She's really really good. And it's cheesy, a bit like The West Wing.
Yeah.
Lots of people walking through corridors talking.
Yeah.
But there's some really good episodes I've watched so far, and it's nice to see it from not the president's point of view, but the Secretary of State, which is not a TV series you often get.
No.
It's often the president, or like House of Cards is the president and his immediate circle.
Yeah.
Whereas this is a very different look at a part of the administration of the US government. Yeah, it's worth a watch. It's really good.
Because you've seen Designated Survivor, haven't you?
That's probably more cheesy than Madam Secretary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's really good. Designated Survivors, Kiefer Sutherland. Something happens in the first series.
He becomes president.
He becomes
doesn't
president, and he's very reluctantly becomes
Yeah.
president. He's very good because it's interesting to see.
But isn't he just like
Jack
a
Bauer
low
as
level?
the president.
Yeah, isn't he just like a low level
he's
politician?
like one of the
or
lowest
speaker?
level.
Yeah.
But because of what happens,
Yeah.
he's like the next in line.
Yeah.
So he's kind of forced into it.
You've been watching The Sinner
it's
as well,
really
haven't
good.
you?
That's really good with
Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel. It's the first episode is quite hard to watch.
Yeah.
Like the opening is
Yeah.
the opening part of the episode.
Yeah.
But it's really good. It's quite gripping throughout. It's got a second series as well.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see where they take it. But
Yeah.
it's
She's
really good.
I've started watching Godless as well, which is a western
That's the one I recommended.
on Netflix.
What are you thinking?
I've seen the first episode and I really like
It's
it.
so
Slow.
good, isn't it? It's slow.
It's very
but
slow. My dad's watched the second episode and he really likes it.
It's so good. Like the performances are amazing from everyone.
Yeah, it's the lead is two British actors as the lead.
Two British, yeah.
Because she's from Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
I'll get her name.
But it's absolutely brilliant, and of course Jeff Bridges is
he's
the villain.
So good.
But he's just I've never seen him play a villain before.
No, I've never seen him play
and
a
he's
villain.
just
I
purely
thought, has he played a
evil.
villain before? No,
He's just
he may
evil.
have done, but I don't.
The opening scene is just
Yeah.
it's horrific.
Yeah.
It's very graphic. The opening scene, it's not gore,
No,
but
no,
it's
but
very dark and it's very
Okay, yeah, the lady out of Downton Abbey, Michelle Dockery,
Yeah.
Jack O'Connell,
yeah.
Jeff Bridges, Thomas Brody, who's
Yeah. Oh,
Whitney
Merritt
Lynn.
Weaver is in it as well. Now
Yeah.
she was in
Scott
Walking
Manara.
Dead.
Yeah, and Kim
Um,
Cottas from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my next series to watch. Actually,
Sons
Sons
of
of
Anarchy.
Anarchy.
That's on Netflix. I think
Yeah.
all 7 seasons. That's
yeah.
really good.
So because that's apparently getting
It's got a prequel,
spin-off
which
series.
is the Mexican sort of
Yeah.
game, the Mayans.
But there was talk of whether they were going to recast the whole.
They did recast, not the lead, but they recast some of the other characters
Yeah.
and reshot the pilot, and now they've been asked for a second.
I tell you
full
what-
series.
I tell you what I've watched, and we've spoken about it a couple of times over the last few podcasts, and I've never watched it, and I finally watched it. John Wick 2.
John Wick 2. What did you think?
I really,
So-
really, really enjoyed it.
End's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want the third film.
There's
now,
hardly
it's
any
like,
dialogue in the
Oh
film.
no, it's just
Ruby Rose
it's
is
ballet
great.
with guns.
Yeah, Ruby Rose is great. As she's sort of like a deaf assassin, and she's terrific.
Any people looking at romancing their ladies on Valentine's Day, so we're gonna watch some ballet. And
Yeah.
they go, oh, ballet, oh, fantastic, and just put on John Wick. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's ballet with guns, basically.
It is basically. Do you remember what was the film?
I was about to go off on a tangent then, talk about Valentine's Day. This is not film related, but did you see Greg's are offering, like, you can go to Greg's and have like a sit down dine in Valentine's meal.
Right.
So I sent it to Rachel saying, you are a lucky lady. So any chaps out there want to save a few pennies, Greg's doing Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It's
Or you can get the app
share a
then. You
sausage
can get
roll.
points.
yeah,
You get the app. You get points. And what do points get you? Pasties.
Pasties.
Points
Points
means
and
pasties.
But no, yeah, anyway, back onto the podcast.
Yeah,
Back on
but
track.
yeah, I particularly enjoyed John Wick 2, and I'm looking forward to
so
a
good.
sequel and
The TV series.
Yeah, because I obviously I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it, but it'd be interesting to see where it goes
I think so, yeah.
from here.
Whether the TV series is going to be like set before the films.
Is it going to be a
Obviously,
trilogy?
I mean, it could. The TV series, thinking about it, could be set before the first film,
Yeah,
potentially.
because
yeah.
he's rumoured to be in it.
Yeah, he's going to pop up, isn't he? In potentially the first episode, but
Yeah.
then he won't be in it after that. So
I'd like to see Ian McShane in it
Yeah, I think that would make sense.
as the lead,
Yeah,
but we should see how it goes. It might be an
see.
anthology. It might be about a different assassin each week. We don't
yeah,
know.
it could be. Yeah, That's a good point,
But
actually. Yeah,
it's
I
great,
didn't think about
and you get to see more of the world of the assassins in
Yes,
John
you
Wick
do,
2.
yeah.
Whereas John Wick 1 was more set in New York. This is all set. It goes to Italy and
that. Yeah,
and
yeah.
it goes to Rome.
They said the third one's going to span, isn't it? Different
Yeah.
countries as well.
But it's great. It is
Yeah.
great. Now, it's of course my favourite time
Ooh.
of the week.
Is it time for the news?
It is time for
The
the news. So yes, it is time for the news. I'm behind my little news desk.
He is indeed.
I've
He's
got
actually got himself a news desk.
I
It's
have.
amazing. And it says Gorilla Geeks TV on
Yeah.
the front of it.
Anchorman Mike.
Anchorman Mike.
Yeah, but I'm not doing any jazz flute.
No.
But I like
You
that.
saw it says Anchorman. No, that's fine.
So the first story then today. Now, this is one of my favourite movie franchises. Not only is it getting a video game, it's also getting a live arena show.
Oh,
Now, this, of course, we are talking about is Jurassic World. Jurassic World is getting a live arena show with life-sized dinosaurs.
bloody hell.
So this should be
Is it going to be like people in inflatable suits? like that video
like
of
the raptor
T-Rex?
things. Yeah.
That's all it is. You pay your ticket and then that's
Yeah.
that's
Well,
gonna be it.
Feld Entertainment Incorporate will be producing the show, simply titled Jurassic World Live. Keeping it simple.
What if this is like an actual conspiracy? They've actually brought back dinosaurs and they're just going to hide it under
Could you
disguise.
imagine?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Don't take pictures, be like King Kong
Yeah.
all over the place. So this is going on tour in fall, if you're America. This is obviously like the autumn or winter 2019.
Okay.
It will feature dinosaurs like the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Of course, he's got to be there.
T-Rex is there.
Or she.
And the Velociraptor Blue from Jurassic World.
Okay.
So naming dinosaurs now. And they're believed to be measuring up to 40 feet tall. Physical stunts and special effects will be included. Fans will also be transported onto Island Nublar. Is it Island? I can
Island
never
Nublar.
pronounce
I
this.
don't know.
Is it Island Nublar
Anyone from Hawaii
via
can correct us.
projection mapping?
Ooh.
So how is that going to be holograms? How are they?
Well, we'll see.
This
I
could be the
guess.
most advanced show, better than Fast and the Furious Live.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
apparently that wasn't doing very well.
no,
I'd heard.
apparently you might as well just saw Top Gear Live and it's the same thing.
Yeah, well, Feld Entertainment is best in class at creating spectacular live events, and this show is able to meet the high expectations of fans worldwide who are craving more interaction with Jurassic World dancers.
Dancers? Oh man, that'd be amazing. Just Velociraptors. Just
Yeah,
dancing
yeah.
together. That'd be amazing.
7!
Jurassic World on ice.
If the dinosaur doesn't like any of the reviews, he just eats them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I gave you 4 for that. No, you're gonna eat me. Yeah, Craig Revel Horrid is
Strictly
just
Come Fighting.
is clawed to death by a velociraptor.
Oh,
Yeah, Strictly Come Dancing. Yeah. Yeah, so it's interaction with Jurassic World dinosaurs. They pair up dinosaurs with famous dancers. Like Ola is dancing with the Triceratops. I love it. This is brilliant. We should totally format that.
Let's write some say.
Yeah, BBC. BBC.
You're doing it dance.
You need Jurassic World
BBC
dancers.
need a good bit of publicity.
Yeah.
They're suffering a bit with the whole gender pay gap.
Forget
thing,
Dancing with
that's,
Stars. It's Dancing with
give them a
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tiptoes with the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
To be fair, there is a lot of dinosaurs at the BBC.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Foxtrot Triceratops. There we go. Anyway, that was from Vince Closus, who's the president of Universal Brand Development.
Okay.
Tour dates and cities haven't yet been announced, but you can sign up on the Jurassic World Live website to get notified when more details are revealed. Now, Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom, which is obviously the title of the second film, or is it the fifth film?
Did they not? I think when World came out, did they say it's basically a direct sequel to the first one? They kind of.
So is it Jurassic World 2?
Oh, God knows.
I'm confused.
Anyway.
See, I like Lost World.
Yeah, I thought Lost World was better than people thought.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't wipe out the other ones.
No,
I don't
3's
think.
not great,
It's okay.
but
I mean, I enjoy Jurassic World.
the first one
Great
is
film.
always gonna
We
be
watched the
better.
trailer. You weren't too fussed, but I quite liked
The
it.
trailer was a little bit underwhelming. It was a teaser. I think we'll have another trailer before June.
Yeah, but not just dinosaurs, volcanoes.
One thing I did like about the trailer, or when I heard afterward, or when people were saying afterwards, the director was saying that's from the first hour of the movie.
Yeah.
So nothing was spoiled in terms of what happens after when they're off the island.
I
So
believe that
clearly
he's
they're gonna
obviously
leave.
going back because he's going to rescue Blue.
Well, the island. What I find, hopefully they'll explain it, but the island's volcanic.
Yeah.
So why put a bloody part there in the first place?
Yeah, but that's like saying why build on Tenerife or Lanzarote.
No, but they must have known that
Yeah.
this thing was going to be volatile.
Yeah.
So, but
Don't build a hotel on Lanzarote because it might
Yeah, but
explode.
Lanzarote hasn't got an active
Volcano.
And
This might be dormant. We don't know.
No, it's blown up in the trailer.
Yeah, but it would have been dormant in the original film.
It's obviously active.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know. It'll be interesting. But it's good that it's from the first hour, so we haven't seen.
Yeah.
Because I know there was screenshots of a girl in the British Museum, I think, and stuck with one of the characters. So we know that bits take place after the island.
Yeah.
I just hope it isn't completely over the top.
Because I mean, what do you like Chris Pratt in it? I think he's
I
good.
think he's good.
He's no Sam Neill.
He's no Sam Neill. He's doing a lot of stuff at the moment.
I'd like to see him pair up with Sam Neill in a film.
Yeah.
If they did a third one, or brought them all back for a third
Well, Jeff
one.
Goldblum's in this, but apparently he's a real bit part.
Yeah,
so,
which is a shame.
I don't know.
But
I was a bit underwhelmed by the trailer. I liked the first Jurassic World.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good film. I didn't think it was amazing, but I thought it was very entertaining.
I mean, Jurassic Park for me is still the best one.
Yeah.
Will always be the best one.
But we'll see. We'll see.
I remember it in 1993. That's when it came out. I remember seeing it for the first time. It's that shot where they're in the buggy and you turn around and you see the dinosaur for the first time.
Yeah.
And that's the first time anything like that had been featured.
Yeah.
On film, or in a
Why
cinema.
the hell did the Land Rovers not have a backup in terms of they could just drive them away?
Well, they had them at the beginning.
Then,
yeah. Oh, do you see? Well, they just take them off the track.
Yeah, it's like, well...
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's hope when Elon Musk invents self-driving cars that you can just drive them.
Yeah.
But he's probably already written them. Anyway, the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, as I was saying, opens in theatres on June 22nd.
We'll see it. Kind of see it. Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah. All right, then here we go to the next story. This could be a potentially interesting one.
Okay.
Spider-Man director Sam Raimi. Mm-hmm. Okay, remember him? He did the Spider-Man.
First three Spider-Man.
Three Spider-Man, and he was going to do the fourth one, but the third one underperformed and wasn't very good.
Yeah, no.
Too many villains. So he is in talks to helm the King Killer Chronicles movie.
Oh.
Variety reports Raimi is currently in negotiations with Lionsgate to take on the film adaptation of Patrick Rothfuss' best-selling fantasy novels. The movie will be based on the first book in the series, which is called The Name of the Wind, with Lindsay Beer penning the script. Now she...
what are they called again?
Lindsay Beer.
The King Killer Chronicles.
The King Killer Chronicles. Okay. Lindsay Beer, of course, she wrote a fantastic film that came out last year called Transformers: The Last Night.
Oh, God.
So this could go either way. I mean, it's Sam Raimi.
Oh, it's a fantasy series.
It's Sam Raimi that's directed. It's a bit like the Dark Towers Chronicle, the Dark Tower books.
Oh, right,
because obviously we were really excited about seeing the Dark Tower, and it wasn't that great. But it, of course, was a fantastic film. But I was very disappointed. I was reading the books in preparation and I just stopped because the film put me off.
Oh, the books, started in 2007,
Yeah.
released in 2011.
Yeah, but a release date's not been set for the film yet.
Okay.
Also, as well, because they were going to do this for Stephen King for The Dark Tower as well, but whether they
Right.
still are, Lionsgate is also producing a TV adaptation
Okay.
of the books.
Yeah, they were going to do that for,
Yeah, because last year Showtime announced it will air the TV series, which will be set generations before the events of Name of the Wind. Hamilton creator, could be good,
right.
Lin-Manuel Miranda will executive produce and compose the music for the show and movie, so it'll all be like R&B. Hamilton's a great show if you get the chance to see it.
Have you seen it?
Not yet, but I've heard good things about it. I like some of the songs.
No, I do want to see it. But I want to see Book of Mormon first.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that to become a movie, but as South Park animated movie.
Oh, yeah.
It needs to be. That's how it needs to be. Somebody's done a fan video of it.
Oh, wow.
And they've done the opening number Hello, and it's about the Mormons knocking on the doorbells and ringing the doorbells, and then people slamming the doors in their face.
Yeah.
But somebody's animated it in the style of South Park.
Oh, nice.
And people have said you need to make the film like this.
Yeah.
And there's so much more they can do with it.
Yeah.
Now, going back to King Killer Chronicles, because we've digressed a little bit, the books will follow the wizard. I've got to try and pronounce this right. Kovthi?
Close enough.
Yeah. Who recounts tales of his early days before he became the most infamous swordsman, musician, and magician.
A magician, wow.
In the world.
Ian McKellen's up for it.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd probably be Dynamo.
Yeah.
Are they, could you imagine? It might be a musical.
No, it
Because
could
if
be.
Hamilton's,
Yeah.
if Lin-Manuel is executive producer, it could actually be a musical. We should see. I mean, I don't know much about these. I might read the books.
Yeah.
Or I might just create the character on Skyrim and make my own story.
Make your own story. No, read the books.
Yeah.
Or at least read the first book to see what
Yeah, I mean, what's your
it's
thoughts?
going to be. Interesting. He hasn't directed a film for a while, Sam Raimi. I think the last film he's directed was, what was it called? Get Out of Hell, was it? Or Get Out?
Drag Me to Hell.
Drag Me to Hell.
Well, that's a long time ago.
That was a while back. I'm pretty sure that was the last film he directed.
He's probably still reeling from Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
And that Spider-Man Homecoming.
Nice
is
seeing
better than
back.
this.
Nice seeing back directing
Yeah.
again.
Well, I presume he's producing the Evil Dead TV series, which is very good.
Yeah.
Which is Bruce Campbell in the lead. But yeah, so that's King Killer Chronicles.
It's 12 books.
12 books.
So
It must be good. They must be good books if they're making a film of it.
Yeah.
And
Or at
we
least
know
at
that turned
least
out for
popular books.
J.K. Rowling. you
Yes. Oh, yeah, with old Harry Potter.
know. Okay. So we're going to move on then. Third story. This is potentially a rumor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but it is rumored that Cloverfield 3 will have its trailer airing during the Super Bowl.
I think that's pretty...
Oh. Have you seen over in there? I put Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. During the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Super Bowl. I have written that, actually.
I'd put 90% sure on that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because Super Bowl, big trailers have always come out. There'll be a new Infinity War trailer, I think.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a 30-second or 40-second TV
Well, we're
spot.
going to talk about that because the Super Bowl will feature a number of movie spots, one of them which could be a trailer for Cloverfield 3. Deadline has heard Netflix, who's reportedly in talks with Paramount to acquire the rights to the film. So it could go straight to Netflix then.
Yeah.
Will potentially make news of the deal official by debuting a trailer for the third Cloverfield movie during the Super Bowl.
Because the rumour was it was going to come out in cinemas. It was delayed till end of April.
Yeah.
But if Netflix acquire it could come out earlier than April.
Yeah.
Because Netflix will just put it on whenever.
Well, potentially, Cloverfield 4 has finished filming as well.
Yeah.
And it's rumoured to be set during the Second World War.
Yeah, this one's rumoured to be set on a space station, isn't it? And then...
So they're all set. They're not all direct sequels to each other, though.
Well, I was reading a theory and someone said, what if... Okay, so the fourth one that is rumouredly set during World War
So
II...
it'll be a prequel.
They create something, because it's about Nazi experiments. Something happens...
Which could lead it to one.
That goes in... Someone said it goes into the ocean off New York for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Whatever they're doing in God Particle... What was the title was rumoured to be God Particle, wasn't it, for 3, in a space station, falls to Earth...
Yeah.
Interacts, mutates with this creature
that
the Nazis created, and that's the monster from Cloverfield 1.
Really?
And then Cloverfield
10 Cloverfield Lane.
Lane is set after Cloverfield 1, like 10 years down the line.
Yeah.
And some of the other monsters have got out.
Well, it's
and
aliens,
all
isn't it?
Aliens. Well, maybe aliens or monsters
Yeah.
that have got out of hand, and it's all become a little bit.
So it'll all come full circle.
So it may
hopefully.
come or it's not connected at all.
No.
Just the title.
Yeah. Because it's obviously it's Bad Robot, isn't it?
Yeah.
That,
it could just be
producing
Cloverfield's their code name for these weird,
Yeah.
these weird creature movies.
it. There's also rumours as well, reports that Universal will air a trailer for Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Of course, we've just been
gonna
talking that.
happen. Yeah.
As well as the upcoming Dwayne Johnson-led action film Skyscraper. I've not heard of that one.
No,
Obviously, he's got Rampage coming out.
Rampage is out in April, isn't it?
Is that
So,
not
yeah.
the same film?
No,
They changed the
Skyscraper's
name?
a different one.
Is
No,
it?
Skyscraper's a different one. They wouldn't change the name for Rampage because that's based on the game, isn't
I'll
it?
let you Google that while I read the rest of
Skyscraper.
the
I'm
story.
sure there was a.
Um,
He's got a beard in it or something. Someone, he's got a beard in it.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Additionally, Paramount is set to air spots for
Oh,
Mission
it's going to be
Impossible.
sung by the lady Sam Bailey. Skyscraper from X Factor.
Let the scraper.
Oh no, there is a film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson. Never heard of any of these other people.
Frame-
Oh no,
Neve Campbell.
Neve Campbell's in it from Scream.
Oh, there we go. Framed and on the run, a former FBI agent must save his family from a blazing fire in the world's tallest building. Huh?
Oh, in
Hang
Dubai.
on a minute.
Oh,
In Dubai. Hang on a minute. Isn't that just Tower Inferno?
yeah, it's basically Tower Inferno, isn't it?
You know the soundtrack's going to be To My Surprise, 100 Stories High. Disco Inferno.
Wow. When's it out? It's out in July. So yeah.
Yeah.
Super amazing.
Sorry, just going back to Jurassic World. Who was the only actor that was rumoured to be coming over? Oh, not Jurassic World. Godzilla.
Oh, Godzilla.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
Ken
not until
Ken
next-
Wantagh
Ken Wantagh, yeah.
is actually in the West End at the moment in The King and I.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Just thought I'd share that.
He's Jurassic World. No, Godzilla's not out until next year though.
Yeah.
It's 2019.
I might just go and see that.
Mm.
And just ask him to
Join us on the podcast.
come and join us on the podcast, which you probably won't.
Yeah.
As I was saying before you rudely interrupted with your
Shut
Google,
up.
Paramount is set to air spots for Mission Impossible Fallout. Now, the trailer
Yeah.
for Fallout is coming Sunday.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's Sunday. There's a teaser now, but it's coming out Sunday.
Is there a teaser?
Yeah.
I'll have to have a look.
And the John Krasinski directed thriller A Quiet Place.
I watched just to go on Mission Impossible Fallout. They were on Graham Norton, the whole
Yeah.
cast, and he said it's the first time he's had the cast on. The film's not even finished.
Yeah. Well,
And, they were talking about the helicopter stunt he did
yeah.
that he trained for 2 years because when he was last on Graham Norton, he was talking about how they were doing this, they were training for this stunt,
Yeah.
and the only place they could do it was New Zealand, in between like these mountains.
Yeah.
And he flies the bloody helicopter at speed.
Yeah.
He then climbs out of a helicopter, goes onto the one he's chasing, and there's a picture of him on the side of the helicopter climbing up this
Wow.
while the helicopter's going at a full tilt
Yeah.
like that.
Have you seen also?
Say what you want about Tom
as
Cruise.
well,
and
there's
people
the
don't like him
yeah.
because of his personal. I don't think they debate his films aren't great because he brings in the bucks. He makes some great films. He's put in some amazing performances over the
Yeah.
years. His Scientology possibly causes a bit of controversy in
Yeah.
certain things that he does, maybe on certain film sets.
Yeah.
But film sets are busy places, and if someone's mucking around, and we saw it with Christian Bale when he
Yeah.
had that famous shout at the
Yeah.
lighting
In
guy,
Terminator
and he got
Salvation.
recorded.
Yeah.
But when you put that in context of a movie, if someone's mucking around, people spend 10, 11, 12-hour days. It's a long day for everyone, not just the cast, but the crew as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if someone's screwing something up for whatever reason, people are going to get annoyed.
Mm.
So that happens in any job, I suppose.
Yeah.
But hats off to him, man, doing his own stunts.
Well, there's also that footage of him where he breaks his ankle.
Yeah,
You
and
can
he
see the
and he
ankle.
carries on.
Yeah.
Like, he just goes past the camera to get the shot.
Yeah, but if you
and
watch
it's
the
like,
footage, an ankle should not go in that direction.
oh no! But
Um,
like, there's not many actors that do their own stunts to the degree he does. And I think that's what makes the Mission Impossible films, especially the later ones, so compelling to watch because you know it's him doing it.
Yeah.
It's not a stuntman.
Yeah.
which is great. So I'm looking forward to it. And I
Um,
love the title Fallout. I think
Yeah,
it's great.
Fallout. It's going to be something to do with nuclear weapons, isn't it?
No, it's the fallout of all the other missions.
Oh, is it?
That's what he was saying.
Ah.
Yeah, because it's all connected.
Okay.
And it's the same director who directed Mission Impossible 6, so it's the continuation of that story.
5, because this is 6.
5. Sorry, yeah. 5 is the continuation.
That's why they got
of that
Rebecca
story.
Ferguson back then.
She's back.
She is.
What's his face?
She's
is back.
my my new Hollywood crush.
The
Rebecca
villain
Ferguson.
in number 5 is back as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait. It's really good.
Yeah, I like
Well,
that. But she's also in
that's
Greatest
fair.
Showman as well.
Yes.
She's
yeah.
great in that, but it's not her singing.
Is it not?
No, it's not her singing.
So Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
When-
so and the Mission Impossible and Fallout will debut during the one will debut during the pre-game, and one will air during the last half hour of the game, but they haven't announced which one.
Okay.
Um,
But you say there's a trailer coming Sunday anyway.
Sunday
Oh no,
for
Super Bowl
Fallout.
is this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
that'd be
is
right,
Sunday,
Additionally, Deadline has heard Disney will run a 30-second and 45-second spot, which could presumably be for Black Panther
Yep.
and Avengers Infinity War.
Definitely those, yeah.
That said, though, which we've been talking about this, Disney has also said Solo, A Star Wars Story, The Incredibles 2, and A Wrinkle in Time, which is coming later in this year. So it could be one of those.
I think there'll be more than 2 spots. I
Yeah.
can't see Disney not.
Solo will probably air. It's got to be this weekend.
Oh yeah, Infinity Wars. We need another Infinity War trailer, especially on the back of Black
Yeah.
Panther doing really well in terms of pre-ticket sales. It's
Yeah.
the highest pre-ticket sales Marvel
While
movie.
we're talking about Black Panther and Avengers,
And the reviews.
Ant-Man trailer.
Oh my god, that's
It
good.
looks
It
amazing.
looks so good. If you haven't seen it, check out the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer.
Yeah, Ant-Man
It's
and the
really
Wasp.
good.
Well, not Ant-Man 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp. But we were trying to work out where it's going to be set. I'm hoping it's a prequel. It's going to be set between Civil War
I
and
think it- I think it
Infinity
will
War.
be. Have you seen the poster where
Yeah.
it's just white? I love that.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's just white with the 2 characters, tiny like Ant-Man and the Wasp,
Yeah.
on this poster, and it's like there's nothing else on the poster.
That's amazing.
It's so clever.
It's the
They
thing where
did
they
similar
throw the
things to
giant
first
Pez had me.
one. Oh god.
And then you got to watch the trailer. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're not talking spoilers. But Michael Douglas shrinks down the building
Oh,
and he
brilliant.
pulls out a handle and uses it like a carry case. And I think that is brilliant.
So
And we
good.
were watching it on live. We were in party chat, and you could tell which bits I was laughing at.
Yeah. And early well, so Black Panther's out, February, couple of weeks?
Yeah.
And we'll be doing a video review of that. That'll probably go live a couple of weeks after the movie's out because we want to do it together. But the pre-ticket sales are the highest selling Marvel cinematic movie ever.
Yeah.
Beating Civil War.
Something
and that had
it's new
Spider-Man
though,
in.
isn't it? But they were talking about Black Panther for years.
Yeah, but people weren't too sure. And even when Civil War came out, there was a lot of people saying he was okay, but he wasn't
Yeah.
in it enough to sort of gauge.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the trailers for this film, all the trailers so far, have been so cool.
Yeah,
The soundtrack's awesome.
yeah.
And an early word is, and I always take these with a pinch of salt because the early word of Justice League was apparently good. First reactions are really positive.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's the best Marvel movie yet.
Well, apparently they want to make it like a Bond franchise, don't they?
That's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
So the reviews are out a week before the film, so that's a good sign as well.
Yeah.
So I think the reviews are out on the 6th
Yeah.
next Tuesday. So I'll probably talk about that on next
When's
week's
it released?
podcast. It's the 16th. I believe.
16th.
Yeah. So no, it looks really good. That said, with this being the highest sort of pre-ticket sales of any Marvel movie,
Yeah.
I think it'll make more money than Infinity War.
Yeah.
Black Panther will,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
Because it's something new.
It's something new, but Infinity War being the
I
build-up.
hope it's funny as
But
well.
all the
I
Avengers
think it will
films
be.
have done well,
Yeah.
but they've not done mega bucks. Like
Yeah.
Avengers did well.
Well, I don't think
Age of Ultron
Age
did
of
less.
Ultron is a good film, but
It
it's
did
not
less
as
than the
good as
Avengers,
Avengers Assemble.
No. So, Infinity War, I have no doubts it's going to be an amazing movie.
Yeah.
They can't afford, but it's the one that potentially has the most to lose
Yeah.
if they screw it up.
Well, speaking of Marvel, this is actually our next story.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Because Fantastic Four and X-Men
Mhm.
won't join the MCU anytime soon, according to Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Is it Kevin Feige? Is that how you
Kevin
pronounce
Feige.
Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige.
If you're
Despite
listening, Kevin, correct us.
yeah, correct us. He probably not.
No.
Despite Disney's recent acquisition of 21st Century Fox, Fantastic Four and X-Men won't be joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe anytime soon, according to Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
We'll just call him KF.
It's
Let's call him
Kevin,
KF.
It's Kevin. I'm pretty sure it's Kevin Feige.
Yeah,
You got that
I'm
right.
going to call him KF. In an interview with Vulture, not the Michael Keaton character
Right, yeah.
from
Yeah,
Homecoming.
that'd be
I know
amazing.
that's quite...
Vulture, what do you think of
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, this is a source from IGN, by the
Yeah.
way. This KF explained the deal between Disney and Fox still has to be figured out before any X-Men, Fantastic Four, and any other Marvel characters from Fox can be added to the MCU. There's been no communication, KF said. We're not thinking about it. We're focusing on everything we've already announced. So he's focusing on everything up to
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
If and when the deal actually happens, we'll start to think more about it. Until then, we have a lot to do. Feige also went on to say it would be a few years until characters like Wolverine, Deadpool, and Human Torch butt heads with Iron Man or Hulk. even if they're still around
Yeah.
at that point. Even if the Fox deal does get solidified, it wouldn't affect the current Marvel Cinematic Universe film slate and wouldn't be something that would begin to be incorporated until after the current slate of Phase 3 films concludes.
Yeah.
So if there is
Yeah.
a reboot of reality or whatever's
Yeah.
going to happen, it might explain, because
Yeah.
there's no mutants or anything.
No, and then this deal, although Disney are going forward with it and quite aggressively going forward with this purchase of 20th Century Fox, it takes 12 to 18 months for it to actually officially...
I mean, there's nothing to say what Thanos does in this film could make the Fox universe collide with the Marvel universe and keep the same actors.
Yeah.
There's nothing to stop that. You know?
I think they'll recast.
Because obviously they've got...
they'll recast.
What, even Ryan Reynolds?
Not Ryan Reynolds, they'll keep him because he's... The whole fourth wall, it'd be quite funny
if he's
for him
found
to then
himself
go,
in a new
well, hang on a
universe.
minute, you've all changed. Why is he different?
You're
and
a
that'd be
different
quite
universe.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
I think
listening, Disney, do that.
You have to keep him.
Yeah.
But I could see them recasting it. But this is not even... I think this is 3 or 4 years before we even see any of this.
Yeah.
Because they can't... I mean, they can write down
Phase
ideas,
9.
I guess. They can outline ideas of what they want to do, but they can't officially do anything
No.
because this could still all fall apart. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. It will be years away, Feige said. We've announced everything through to 2019, so none of these would be adjusted.
no, although they did announce another 20 movies, didn't they? After
Yeah, they
2019,
did. Yeah,
so
yeah.
Maybe that's just them.
Because you're working through them at the moment, aren't you? What are you up to at the moment?
And I'm going to have to do a bit of catching up. Well, I've watched Avengers, so I'm going to watch Iron Man and Thor: The Dark World this weekend.
Yeah.
And then I might just
That's
watch
the
the
only.
season
It's not a bad. It's not
no,
a bad film.
but it's
probably
bit
the
of
weakest of the Marvel.
a slog to get through. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the weakest of the ones.
No, I'm getting.
They were still trying to find Thor at the time.
Yeah.
I'm
not sure if I'm going to do
if
it.
it hadn't been,
Black Panther
if it
now,
wasn't to do with the Infinity Gauntlet, then I would say skip that one. But
I'm not sure if I'm going to do it with, before Black Panther now. But we'll see.
yeah, I could always go back to that one. So story number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo confirms the Mario movie.
Oh, because they've talked about this for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miyamoto.
Miyamoto. That's
Miyamoto,
good. He's the creative.
producing it.
Good. That's good.
So he's the creator of Mario.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
The question block hovering over that Super Mario
he's,
movie.
he's like the head of like Nintendo, but yeah, that's really good that they're keeping it close to in house.
Yeah. I'll read this again before you interrupted
No, I
me.
was just double checking.
The question block hovering over that Super Mario movie rumour has just produced a big juicy mushroom. The Nintendo mascot is indeed heading to the big screen. Word of a potential film deal emerged late last year, but now a Nintendo tweet has officially confirmed that an animated Mario film is on the way. So this is from Empire.
Good.
This is Source of Empire. Source of Empire.
Source
It's
of
like Star Wars. The project will come from Illumination Entertainment, the animation studio behind Despicable Me, Sing, and The Secret Life of Pets. They're all good films.
Yeah. Despicable Me is okay. Sings. Secret Life of Pets is terrible. But yeah, anyway.
I like the music from Sing. And the first two Despicable Me, I've not seen the third one, I quite like it.
Secret Life of Pets is terrible.
Q worries that Minions crossover could be on the cards.
Oh.
No! They've done a Rabbids crossover, let's not have a Minions crossover.
No, I think you could do it in a sequel. If the first film's good and it's successful, then maybe you could do it in a sequel, but don't do it for the first one.
The other interesting tidbit from Nintendo's tweet is the fact that Mario creator Marioto will co-produce the film along with Illumination founder Chris Meledandri.
Now, get the guy that voices Mario, who has voiced Mario since the 80s, to do the voice.
But if not, I can do it. Mario!
No.
Mario!
Get him, because I think it's animated, and that film will live or die on who plays Mario, and he's perfect.
Or the guy...
He is Mario.
Or the guy that does the voice of the Mario Brothers cartoon. I tell you what, if you could insert...
That's the same guy, I think, does the game.
Is it?
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you could insert a soundbite right now of it, if you can find it, then we'll go with that. See if you can... you YouTube it, Super Mario's cartoon, Mario, and see if you can get the voice up there while I read the rest of the stories. But, no, I mean, I hope there's not a Mario crossover. I really hope... sorry, a Minions and Mario crossover.
No, they can't.
Mario and Minions. It's just... I mean, I like the Minions. The Minion movie was a bit disappointing.
Mario voice cartoon, yeah?
Yeah, cartoon. Let's see what comes up. That's it. There we go. Top
top
one.
one.
Yeah, The Adventures of Mario and Luigi. Can you get it to the speaker?
Hey Mario, did you ever
That's
wonder where a
Luigi.
baby comes from? Well, you see, Luigi, when a paisano puts a spaghetti noodle in a Mamma Mia's ravioli.
Okay, yeah.
That sounds like the Bob Hoskins
It does
one.
sound like the Bob Hoskins one.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's not have that voice.
No, let's have the original voice that's doing it now.
Mario! See, I love the song from Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
It's a great song, that, as well. We'll bring you more news about that. We probably won't see it for a good few years.
No.
Now, story number 6 is the last story.
Okay.
Okay, now this is something we mentioned last year. Last week.
Yeah,
You've not been here last year. And I was quite excited when I saw the trailers for this.
Yeah.
You were as well.
Yeah.
And we had our fingers crossed.
Yeah,
So
I had a feeling though.
I'm gonna bring in the news now.
Yeah.
That Crocodile Dundee
Yeah.
isn't a film.
No.
Ah! So if you've seen the trailers for Dundee,
That's so good. That's so clever.
was it Ripfire Films?
Yeah. Have you seen? They've now actually released a scene, a clip.
Yeah, this is what we're going to talk about. You see, the sudden reveal of a new Crocodile Dundee movie over the past week or two has proven to be a publicity stunt, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Organised by Tourism Australia, it came up with a fake movie by the name of Dundee, a sequel remake to the Paul Hogan headline trilogy of Crocodile Dundee. Teasers appeared with Danny McBride as Mick Dundee and Chris Hemsworth as Wally Jr. Wouldn't that have been awesome?
Yeah.
But whilst there was an IMDb listing for the project, there has no other sign at all of an actual film being made. It was Brisbane Times that let the cat out of the bag, through revealing the teasers to be part of a campaign that's launching during the Super Bowl next month. Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, they're showing things through. Oh, it was Australian tourism. It's basically an advert, isn't it, for them?
Yeah,
yeah.
No,
Which is
the way this
clever,
article
man.
was written is not very clear. Tourism Australia hasn't confirmed that the Dundee project is fake.
Right.
Given the success of getting the name out about it, don't be surprised if an enterprising film producer now takes a look. Now, I would sign a petition to get that made into a film.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Danny McBride, they've already
funny.
filmed shots of it. They've made a trailer now, and it's got an all-star cast in the trailer. It's got Hugh Jackman as the Prime Minister. Margot Robbie is in it as well.
Yeah. Isla Fisher's in it.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth.
Liam
Hemsworth is in it as well.
They do the famous scene, where he's doing the hand gesture, to the dogs or the animals in Crocodile Dundee, and he's doing it to a buffalo,
Nice.
a buffalo, I believe that's what the creature is, or a bison. And Chris Hemsworth's interrupted him, and he's going, "Don't interrupt me. I know what I'm doing."
Yeah.
And then it pans out, and he's like about 20 foot away from it.
Oh, God.
And he goes, "Maybe we should just drive around it." And he goes, "All right then." It's
It
just
looks
brilliant.
really good. I can't wait. To see more of it, and
I just really hope they make it into a film.
but it's very clever marketing.
Yeah,
it's very clever.
it's like a spoof,
It's
but
very good.
it's for tourism for Australia.
It's very good advert for tourism.
It makes me want to go to Australia.
Yeah.
Although this is a knife. You're not going to be coming up with any weapons.
No.
But no, I'm disappointed.
Disappointed, but very clever, and hats off to whoever came up with the idea. Really,
Yeah.
it's very good.
Yeah, because the rumor was Paul Hogan was lost in the bush.
Right. Yeah.
And that his son Mick Dundee was going to go and look for him.
Right. So that'd be a good film as well.
Yeah, I mean, do you remember his son was in the third film?
Yeah.
When they came back to America, the third one was a bit of a flop.
Yeah.
But the first two are great films.
Yeah, I think they're on. Are they on Netflix or now too? I think one of them is.
I'm gonna have to watch them now.
Yeah, I might have to watch.
I'm gonna watch them
but no.
because I mean, Paul Hogan used to have his own sketch show in Australia in the 70s.
Yeah.
And he's very, very clever, very quick.
Yeah.
So maybe he can produce because he's directed and produced.
Yeah, he could write it as well, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Get him and Danny McBride to write it
together.
Oh, man.
I mean, Danny McBride isn't somebody that I would pick to play his son. I would have
But
picked
he's so good.
I would have picked Chris Hemsworth.
But I think that's the genius of it. 'Cause
Yeah.
you wouldn't expect it, and yeah, clever.
Yeah, and maybe like Chris Hemsworth is actually the real hero of the piece.
Yeah.
He's doing all the things, and then Danny McBride thinks he's doing it all, but Chris Hemsworth is actually
the one
doing
doing
it. Like
But
he's
Chris
controlling the
Hemsworth
animals.
has proven to be very good at comedy, not only in Thor Ragnarok,
Yeah,
Ghostbusters, although a terrible movie.
Yeah.
He was the highlight of that, where he played like the secretary and kind of a bit.
Ghostbusters was just an elongated Saturday Night sketch. Saturday Night
terrible.
sketch. I thought it was awful.
Yeah.
The fact that Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd just parodies of themselves.
Yeah,
it
we're not
was
saying
terrible.
that because it was an all-female Ghostbusters. It could have worked with an all-female
Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
it could have.
With a better script and a better story.
It was a spoof, and it shouldn't have been a
and
spoof.
It should have been a spoof.
The thing is, Ghostbusters wasn't a spoof. It was a black comedy.
Well, it was my wife that wanted to watch it, and I said, we watched it, and I said, what do you think? She goes, it was terrible.
Did you see it at the cinema?
No, we saw it at home.
Oh.
And she was like, it was terrible. I was like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't.
Should leave things alone.
And the irony is Chris Hemsworth, the not the only male in the film, but one of the male characters, was the funniest and best thing in it.
Yeah.
Which it shouldn't have been. It should have not been a spoof. You could have done a female Ghostbusters, but done it like the original movies.
Yeah.
And done it that right with funny bits, but not like just all out laughs, because that's not what Ghostbusters is.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a good film.
Yeah.
Not recommended.
Well, on that note, then, Simon Milado, that is the end of the news. There we are, another week's worth of movie news for you. There are loads of stories this week, but you know, we've only got a certain amount of time.
You picked out some good ones there.
I did, yeah, and we segued quite well into a few of them.
Pick yourself up, mate.
I know, thank you. My head won't get out of the room. It's so big, you know.
That was very good.
Yeah, the one thing it's pronouncing people's names. It's always funny when you read through the stories.
Don't worry, I've listened to many podcasts where people struggle with names. It's difficult.
But we hope you
as
like
long as you
anyway.
don't try and do it in the accent of the country you think they're from, we're okay.
Yeah. Listen, if there's any stories you want us to cover, do email in and tell us.
Yeah, email in. Let us know in the comments on Facebook or on SoundCloud or YouTube. Let us know. What you want us to talk about.
Now,
what you want to hear. What you think we should discuss.
What I wanted to discuss today was because Maze Runner is coming out.
Oh, it is. Yes.
It's coming out very, very shortly.
I've seen the first one.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad.
But as well as Maze Runner, we also have 50 Shades Freed.
Oh, is that the one you wanted to see?
Yeah. Shamelessly, no.
I'm pretty sure you told me. I don't want to see Black Panther. I'd rather. No. Okay.
I thought we could have gone and seen it in cosplay.
I watched an interview. It was Graham Norton and Jamie Dornan.
Yeah.
He plays. I forget the guy's name. I'm not really a fan of the movies, but what's his name? The main
Grey. Is it
Grey?
Grey?
Christian Grey.
Christian Grey.
And you could
Dorian
tell at this
Gray.
point he was just going through the motions. Yes, he has to promote this movie. It's part of the job. He gets paid to do it. But you can clearly think he's so glad it's over because this is the last one.
Well, Jamie
he's
Dornan,
so glad it's over.
Jamie, we're not slagging off the films,
no,
because
we are slagging off the films,
and there are opinions.
There are people that like him.
I mean, I saw that and I wasn't a fan of Jamie Dornan.
No.
And then, but that in The Fallen, and
he's really good.
He's really good in that. He's great in Siege of Jedhaville.
Yeah.
He's also in
He's in Robin Hood. He's Will Scarlet.
And I've also shamelessly been watching, and I quite like It's a Guilty Pleasure. Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
And he's the cop in that. And he's good in that as well.
Oh, is he? Oh,
yeah. But what I want to talk about is, I don't know how you feel about
Rachel's seen. We saw the first one.
Yeah.
And she thought it was terrible.
Well, Once Upon a Time.
No, 50 Shades.
What I want to talk about is series.
Yes.
Film series.
Right.
That make terrible movies, in our opinion.
Yeah.
But they make money.
Yes.
And the franchises keep going.
Transformers.
Yeah, Transformers is one. We've got 50 Shades. 50 Shades is one. Not successful franchises like Harry Potter. I mean, let's talk successful franchises that make money.
No, I think Transformers is a successful franchise because it makes money.
Yeah.
People go and see it. They review terribly sometimes. Sometimes they review okay, but they just keep making them.
This new trilogy is not going well.
This is my last one. I'm not doing any more. Then he comes back and does another one.
Yeah.
What I'm looking forward to is the Bumblebee spin-off film.
Yeah.
Because it's set in the 80s.
Yeah.
So it might be very different. And it's not Michael Bay directing.
But
he's going to come back and do another one.
Let's call this topic Flogging the Franchise.
Flogging the Franchise.
Shall we have a jingle there?
I'll try and find a jingle.
Hang on, here we go. It's now time
for
Flogging the Franchise!
Hopefully that sounds okay.
Yeah, that jingle, of course, signifies the start of our brand new topic every week, flogging the franchise.
Put the noise of a cow going moo. I don't know.
We can have David Dickinson doing it, like flog it, but it's flogging the franchise.
Flogging the franchise.
And the people go around and they've got £100 to flog a franchise to movie producers.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about some of these. We've got successful ones. You said Transformers is a successful one. I mean, they're all successful franchises if they make money.
Yeah.
Get off Facebook.
No, this is a gaming related news. Carry on.
Yeah, like 50 Shades Freed. These are films that make money off the books.
Yeah,
but they don't do very well critically.
No. Yeah.
This is the thing. Like, they make money, but they're not great for critics. How do they still get made? It's because they make the money. Of course, we're going to talk about Divergence. Divergence is a series. They had 2 films, I believe.
So I think we saw Transformers, 50 Shades of Grey. What other things do you? I'm trying to think of other films.
Divergence is what I was just talking about.
Yes,
you were saying that was being made into a TV
the rumor
series.
was they're not going to do the other movies.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 movies or 3 movies. They're going to do a TV series, and that put the lead actress.
Yeah.
Was not happy about that because she'd signed on for movies.
Yeah.
And a TV series obviously is very different. But now we're in a world where TV series are really successful and more successful than movies. Look at Netflix, for example. Yeah. But no, I watched the first one and thought it was rubbish. I didn't like it.
Here we go. This is a series now which is an incredible first couple of films.
Yeah.
Some of my favourite films ever, and some of the greatest films made as well.
Yeah.
Let's talk the Terminator franchise, because that has just gone completely out the window.
Oh god! Yeah.
I mean, Terminator. Right, Terminator 1 and 2. Right, let's take them off the table because they are fantastic films.
Yeah.
Okay. Terminator 3 is where it all started to go a bit wrong. Terminator 3, in my opinion, isn't a bad film.
No. Yeah.
It ties up the first 3 films.
Yeah.
Changing the cast probably didn't help. Terminator Salvation. What's your thoughts?
I thought it was alright.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was terrible. I thought the ending was. I thought the third act was terrible, but I like the idea of it.
Christian Bale, I thought was great. Of course, we've mentioned about this briefly today already.
Now, if we talk about flogging a dead franchise, Terminator Genesis, that's another story. That is terrible. That is a terrible, terrible movie.
Yeah. Come with me if you want to just get the check.
God, it was terrible. And now they're talking about doing another one, aren't they?
But James Cameron has got the franchise back.
He's got it back. He's producing. He's not because of Avatar. He's not directing, and I think he said it's gonna steer back in almost like a direct sequel to the second film.
Yeah.
So maybe, but then again, do we need another Terminator?
Yeah.
Or do we need it so soon to Genesis? Genesis only came out 2 years ago. I think it was. Let it rest, or don't do any more, or do a TV series.
Yeah.
Don't. Get Netflix to have it, or get them to do it.
Yeah, I think we had a TV series. We had the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah,
which was okay. It was okay. It was 2 seasons, wasn't it? There were only 9 episodes each.
Do people really like even Terminator Genesis didn't do very well? People didn't really go in droves to see it.
No.
So I don't know. Do we need another Terminator film? Kind of let that one. It's like this RoboCop rumor. Do we need a direct sequel to RoboCop?
No.
RoboCop was good for its time because it was what it was saying about violence, and it was the 80s setting. Would it work now? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, the Purge films. That's another one because they've announced the prequels.
Yeah, that's something that is just.
Yeah, the Purge films are. This prequel's apparently set on an island. They basically test out the Purge to make sure to see how people react. Yeah. And then that's when they decide to release it to the general populace.
Let's talk Resident Evil.
Oh god. What was the one we saw recently?
Was it Retribution?
It was the last one that they made.
Yeah, is that a Retribution?
Yeah, it was Retribution. Yeah.
I like the first one. It was the first video game movie that I think has worked.
Yeah.
Emilia Jokovic is great. It's just is it Paul Anderson that's directed them?
Yes, yeah.
And he's directed every single one, so it's like Michael Bay. But they're just like to just make 2 or make a trilogy. Don't make 6 films.
Yeah.
Again, the thing is, it makes money. That's why the films are made.
What I'd like to see them do, the new Resident Evil 7 is awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of make a movie like that. As low key as that. That'd be really good.
Here we go. I've got a list. This is from a website called Complex. Yeah. They've compiled the 10 worst movie franchises that should have ended early.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through this. All right. So number 10, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
First 3.
First 2 probably were good.
Yeah.
I think beyond that.
Yeah. Well, the 2 and 3 were back-to-back sequels.
Well, he just ended up Johnny Depp phoning it. Just phoned it in, didn't he? Really?
Yeah, I mean, he loves playing Captain Jack. I mean, he goes to hospitals and that, and as Captain Jack. He even goes to Disney
as Captain
Jack, and he phones up, and people don't realise. So there we go. We've got Pirates of the Caribbean, Underworld.
I think I've watched the first one, but I've never seen the others.
I quite like the first one.
Fan.
Again.
Yeah.
Underworld. That's number 9.
Good actress, Kate Beckinsale.
Transformers. We mentioned that. Number 8 is Transformers. Are they making? They're making another one.
Well. We got I know the next one is next year. I think it's Bumblebee, isn't it?
Yeah.
This year might be. I think it's next year.
Yeah.
Which is like a prequel, but set in the 80s, which I like the idea of.
Yeah.
And it's not Michael Bay; it's a different director.
Yeah.
But I don't think they've announced a direct sequel to Last Night yet.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Now this list is a few years old now, but
Right.
some of these films are going to be quite apt.
See, John Wick has the risk of doing this.
Yeah.
I think end it on a trilogy, do your TV series, and that's it.
Yeah.
Don't do any more.
Yeah. So we were on
You
number
had,
9, weren't we?
Underworld,
On
wasn't it?
number
Oh, no,
9. So number
Transformers.
8. Number 8 is Transformers.
Yeah.
So there are been some more since then, but these 7 Jaws. Now
Jaws.
that is a
Oh,
fine
God, yeah.
example.
Oh, wow.
Jaws
Jaws
1
one.
and 2, incredible films.
I'd say Jaws. Just leave it at Jaws.
Yeah.
That's all
No,
you need.
I've
You
never
just need
seen
Jaws.
it all the way through without stopping. And I watched it over Christmas, and I fell in love with it.
So good.
Because I said to you, I want them to make
we
another.
watched it at uni as part of we studied the way certain shots were filmed. And
Yeah.
That's Steven Spielberg's second film, because I think he did a film called Duel first about like cars.
Yeah.
And then he was 27 when he made this. I mean, and now Steven Spielberg,
Yeah.
amazing. But that to do that at 27,
Yeah.
is
Let's see if you can work out number 6.
right. Okay.
Okay.
Rocky.
Adrian! Yeah, Rocky
Rocky,
and Bullwinkle. No, Rocky.
Rocky. Bullwinkle.
Again, the first film was an Oscar winner.
Yeah.
It won an Oscar. And then now they're on 7 films with Creed as well?
Creed's good though.
Yeah.
Creed is really good.
It's still part of the Rocky franchise, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a bit dubious about the sequel because it's going to be.
Is it Creed 2?
Creed 2, and it's going to be. I forget which number film it was, but it's the Russian boxer.
Not Khal Drogo. That's
It's his son.
that's Game of
No,
Thrones.
it's not Khal Drogo.
Drago.
He fights his son basically.
Yeah.
So of the Dolph Lundgren character from the third.
Yeah,
Is
okay.
it third or fourth?
Yeah.
Rocky. So I don't know. I just hope it doesn't go into because Creed's very good. But
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't go into like cheese
Yeah.
too much.
No,
But we'll see.
number 5. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I agree with this one. And of course, this is their opinion, not our opinion, but we're going through the list. Alien.
Yeah, I think first 2 great.
Yeah, I like Alien 3 though.
Alien 2's okay.
I like Alien 3. Alien
Insurrection or
Requiem.
Was it Alien Requiem?
Yeah, Requiem.
That was terrible.
Yeah,
And then the recent ones have been like Prometheus wasn't great.
but
It was
I liked
okay.
Covenant.
Covenant
was
was
good.
okay.
Yeah.
But I just I don't think there'll be any more, especially now with Disney buying.
Yeah,
Not that they'll never make an Alien film. I think they'll kind of see the numbers for Covenant, which weren't great, and not make any more.
number 4. We've already mentioned this. They've
Yep.
put Resident Evil as number 4.
Resident Evil, yeah.
Okay. Number 3. Again, we've mentioned this one. The Terminator is number 3.
Terminator, yeah, definitely, especially after Genesis, which was shocking.
Here's one for you. Number 2. They have put Saw.
Saw,
The Saw franchise.
yes. Apparently the new one is terrible.
Jigsaw.
Yeah.
Is it a prequel or it's a...
No, it's a sequel, but it's like, oh god.
Yeah.
It's not good. Apparently,
There's 7
I
films.
think I've
isn't
only
there?
ever seen the first 2 Saw movies. I don't think I ever saw. I might have seen the third one, but I've never watched it after the third one.
There's 7 films, and of course Jigsaw would be the 8th film.
Okay,
You know.
just like.
So, like Harry
But
Potter.
I think
and...
they're successful films.
Yeah. See, like Harry Potter and those franchises were. Are you ready for their number 1?
Alien Resurrection. That was the fourth film.
Resurrection. Sorry, not
Written by Josh Whedon. There you go.
Here we go. They have put Friday the 13th.
Oh god, yeah, those films.
Well, Halloween as well. All those films.
They're
Friday
doing
the-
Halloween. There's another Halloween coming out.
Yeah,
isn't there, next
Friday
year?
the 13th. You got Freddy versus Jason.
Oh god, yeah.
Also, let's hang on. There's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and I've counted that wrong. Let's start again.
Yeah.
There's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Friday the 13th franchises.
Ooh, wow.
Films.
Yeah.
Of course, Jason X. That was in 2002. That's where it's set in space. Then 2003 was Freddy versus
the space
Jason.
one. Yeah.
And then and of course Friday the 13th was the reboot in 2009, and also a game as well now.
Yeah.
I want to add one there that's not on there. Final Destination.
Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Another one that's been been flogged to death, I think, in our minds.
The most recent one was okay because it
they-
links with the first one. I
Yeah,
think,
if
or
the
second
producers
one.
heard this, they go, "We don't care. It makes money."
That's the thing. These films, they make money. Like Transformers is a prime example.
Yeah,
People go see them in droves. They're going to make more.
yeah.
It's like
It's bubblegum.
it's bubblegum.
You
And
know,
it's
you switch
popcorn
your brain
movie,
off.
Yeah.
Uh,
And not every Marvel film has been great, but no, I don't think any Marvel film has been terrible to the degree of.
I mean, it could get to the
terrible.
point where people put Star Wars in that list.
And Marvel as well.
Yeah,
Things like Black Panther give us a little bit of hope
yeah,
because they kind of reinvent themselves a little bit and make changes. And they've said after the fourth Avengers, it's going to completely change,
yeah.
which is what they need to do.
Soft
Otherwise,
reboot.
it stays fresh. And I think with Last Jedi, and obviously it's quite controversial. If they hadn't, they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. But I think if you'd still had Star Wars movies
Yeah,
that basically just reprinted and redid what was in the original movies,
which we've had at the moment, apart from Last Jedi.
people would go, well, this is boring, and
Yeah.
not watch them.
Yeah,
So they have to kind of reinvent themselves. But yeah, I think there's some good examples there of, Terminator, don't bring it back. We don't need it back.
no.
Or if you're going to bring it back, give it 10 years, then completely come back fresh.
Start again.
Get
brand
James Cameron
new.
to do it. He's got the rights back.
Yeah.
He can't direct at the moment because he's doing Avatar.
Yeah.
Once he's done with his Avatar...
Do a direct sequel.
His Avatar vanity project, then...
See,
It
that
might
could
be
be
good,
that
they
could
might.
be that could be in that list as well.
Yeah. Then maybe get... Yeah, he might come back and do one.
It
in
should
10
be
years.
one and done on
Yeah.
some films. One and done. Tell the story. That's it. It doesn't. Yes, you've made money,
Yeah.
but put that towards a new, something else, or set it in the same universe. But
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be.
I mean,
Obviously, we've got Fantastic Beasts to come in as well.
Stephen Lang, who played the bad guy in Avatar,
Yeah.
is back in the new.
It's going to be
Avatar
all of them,
films.
isn't he?
He's in all of them, which kind of then thinks, okay, they've announced he's in all of them. We don't know in what context and,
Yeah.
and all that, and we don't know the story, but it doesn't give you any sort of, okay, well, I know the villain's going to be in the
Yeah.
second, third, and fourth film.
Yeah, I
So
know. But the thing is,
there's no
this isn't a
risk.
new thing. This isn't like a new thing in Hollywood where they're flogging the proverbial horse.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they did this in the 60s and 70s with Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
There were many films of them, and the first one was
Oh,
great.
the Western
Yeah,
genre was huge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's basically the Westerns were like the Marvel films and superhero films are now.
yeah. Like unfortunately, Superman 4 was an awful film.
Oh, God, yeah.
It was absolutely an awful film. I mean, the original script, if you've read online the original story,
Yeah.
that it is a lot better.
Yeah.
But listen, let us know your thoughts.
Yes.
Let us tell us films that franchises.
Yeah, what
Again, this is
franchises?
our opinion.
Yeah, it's
this
our
is our
opinion. Yeah,
opinion.
I must say
I
that.
mean, hopefully the film producers aren't going to stop us if we want to go and see these films.
There are a few changes to next week's podcast.
Yes,
aren't there, Mike?
because I am aware.
He's
so Simon is Han Solo.
I'm fine solo. We may even have a Han Solo trailer to talk about. Fingers crossed by then. We'll
Yeah.
see. 'Cause
Hands crossed.
Hands crossed.
Yeah.
Because Super Bowl and all that. So yeah, I'll be back next week on Tuesday for Guerrilla Gamer
Yeah.
and Friday for Popcorn Banter.
I may phone it in occasionally.
You may phone.
I
in
mean, I don't phone this
Although
podcast in
no,
anyway.
but you're doing the script. I think on
Yeah.
movie one.
So I'm writing it. So if it's awful or
Blame
read
Mike.
awful,
If read awful, it's my fault.
Yeah, I'm going to put lots of long words in there.
You better not.
And
then so I'm back next week going solo. So it'll probably be a slightly shorter podcast.
You should call it that. Going solo.
Going solo.
Yeah, and talk about the trailer.
Talk about the trailer
If we get it.
it's out. And then the following week, I may be joined by a friend of ours called Greg.
Yeah.
Who may be joining us for the following 2 weeks until Mike is back from. What are you doing? Working.
I'm working.
You're working.
We also there was some of that. There's some news to be announced that we couldn't say on this.
Yeah, we
podcast,
couldn't say on this podcast,
but
'cause
we
it's
will
strictly movies,
announce.
but I will talk about it on Tuesday.
Yes.
And get your and discuss my views on that and good and bad on that decision.
Yeah, but from myself, Mike,
And Simon,
and the team here at Gorilla Geeks, every time I
we
say
team.
that,
Oh, come on, we know one day. Well, technically, if we're bringing Greg into a podcast,
Yeah, it could be.
It's slightly forming a bit of a team.
if
He
he might be listening to this going, what?
Well,
What?
I've already spoke to him.
Yeah.
But he's going to be a guest podcast, and we're not just Greg. We'll have other friends of ours that might join us.
He's
on
going to be a
occasional
post.
podcasts because it'd be quite nice to involve other people.
Yeah.
But we're not going to pay him.
No.
Uh,
We don't
anyway.
get paid ourselves.
Exactly.
No patron. But listen, from us, I will see you in a few weeks. I won't see you.
Yeah,
I won't see you because I'm on the airwaves.
On the
I'm on the
airwaves. We are looking
tinterweb.
at doing a video. We have talked about this. We will do a video podcast once we've worked out
Yeah.
the logistics of it. But yeah, Mike will be back in a few weeks. I'll be back next week.
And we will see you soon. Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.